Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Now, okay. Now y'all got to forget this glow on me. My wife got a new face routine for me, so with them beauty bloggers, they have like 11 creams they put on their face. So y'all got to forget this glow on me. Glowed up this morning. But I want to talk to you about a man and the women in his life, okay? Because one thing that I'm noticing and I get a lot of questions about is from women going into a man's life and he already has women in his life. And when I say women in his life, I mean his mother, his sister or sisters, and his women friends, like that he grew up with, went to high school with, college with. It's some things you got to understand about that. Now, this first, what you have to realize is the bond that a wife or that a girlfriend will have with a man, if it is pure, eventually will become stronger than any other bond. Because guess what? What you have to realize is the difference is that you're actually sharing bodies. You're swapping DNA. You're swapping bacteria in an intimate way. And so that is going to separate a man's relationship with his wife from his relationship with his mother, his sister, and women friends. Now, what you also have to understand is you got to understand how men are wired. So men are wired to really, really appreciate acts of service. When acts of service, words of affirmation, those things go a long way. And also, men really, really value blood. Men have this just ingrained thing that if we are blood, blood is thicker than water. Do anything for my blood, never turn my back on my blood, and you have to understand that about men. Now, also, a man and his mother, that relationship is going to be extremely strong, similar to a woman and her dad, but it's actually stronger when it's between a man and his mother. It is a very, very strong bond. And the only way I can explain it is because this woman, the mother, has a pure love from her son, because she is the reason he is in the world. Because what he realizes is that his dad has dropped off billions of sperm in his lifetime, maybe even hundreds of billions of sperm in his lifetime. But he was the one that survived and made it to the egg. And then this woman's body took and confirmed his existence, gave him life, grew him inside of her body, carried him for 5 to 10 months, depending on if he was premature, 6 to 10 months, 7 to 10 months, carried him as extra weight, changed her hormones, changed her body shape, and sometimes could have altered her for the rest of her life. He innately understands that. He innately understands the sacrifice his mother made. Then she clothed him and she fed him. That is a different type of relationship than what a man will have with his wife. Because no matter what the wife does, the wife can never redo what his mother did. So you gotta understand that. And then sis, she's blood. She's blood. Now the friends, the women friends, they have been there before the woman, the girlfriend or wife showed up. So he's gonna feel a sense of loyalty to them. So that's what you have to understand. And as a woman coming into this situation, you have to be confident. You gotta be confident. Insecurity is a turnoff. you competing against the other women in his life, it's a turnoff. Now, you shouldn't have to compete. He shouldn't make you compete. But when you take and you start competing because of your insecurity and you being territorial, it's unattractive. It's a turnoff. Because what everybody wants, men and women, is a confident partner who knows who they are, who knows what they bring to the table. And in a perfect world, we all want somebody who won't even mention the opposite sex in a insecure way. You know how we be like, oh, that's your boyfriend, huh? I saw you over there talking to your boyfriend. That's unattractive. That's a turnoff. It's like, will you be secure? And then women, oh, that's your little girlfriend, huh? Oh, you probably want to be with her. You probably want to sleep with her. That's unattractive. So you got to understand who you are and what you bring to the table. Now, hear me when I tell you, you should not have to compete. You should not reduce yourself to competing for a role in his life. You just do you. You do what you do. You shouldn't come in and be trying to cook every day and out cook his mama. That's not your role. Girlfriend don't cook for a man on the regular. If it's a special day, okay, cool. A wife can cook whenever she want to cook, but even a wife ain't got to be cooking every day. She ain't got to cook at all. That's why you got takeout. That's why he could know how to cook. You hear what I'm saying? That's why y'all could cook together. So understand, you coming in and you trying to put some extra elbow grease in his drawers when you washing them. Like, get this out of here. And then you in there cooking and you catching the food in the air and you throwing it behind your bike and you got on your thong because you trying to say, I bet his mama can't do this, and you up there twerking over the food. I bet his mama can't do this. And you up there while you cooking, doing your TikToks. You ain't got to do all that. You don't have to do all of that. You just got to be you, because you bring something to the table that no other woman can bring in his life, meaning his women friends that he called friends, might just be associates, his sister, his mama, because you bringing a different type of energy, a different type of chemistry. Now, what you got to understand is it's always two sides to the coin. Now, let's start when a man doesn't have a relationship with his mother. When he doesn't have a relationship with his mother, that is cause for concern. Whether she passed away, whether she abandoned him, she ran away, went somewhere else, and he hates her, whether she was an addict, on drugs, and he didn't have a real relationship with her. It depends on how he healed. And that's what you got to pay attention to. That's what you got to be mindful of. Because he's going to be on one end of the spectrum or the other. It's no different than how anybody deals with a traumatic experience. Like, you will see a woman who was violated at a young age, and she may go and be very promiscuous. Then you'll see another woman who was violated at a young age, and she may internalize it and take it out on herself. And she eats a lot, and she eats out of, anxiety, guilt, anger, frustration, and it changes her body, and she puts on a lot that she didn't want to put on, but it's her consolation. The food is her best friend, and it's consoling her spirit. Then you may see another woman who, it doesn't affect her body, but it still affects her mental, but she doesn't let it make her be promiscuous. Instead, she may become very conservative, to where like she don't even want to touch a man. And so it depends on how people heal and what messages they got, what did they see around them, what were the other people in their life doing, what continued to come at them and happen to them. So you got to take that into consideration when you're looking at a man who doesn't have a good relationship with his mother or doesn't have any relationship with his mother. In certain cases, there are men who say, I didn't have a relationship with my mom, so that really made me want to find a wife and treat her like a queen because I wanted to have a woman that I could love. And most men, their mom is the first woman that they love. But in my case, I didn't have that. That's what the guy's saying. That's not what I'm saying. So I want to find a woman and love her and treat her like a queen so that she doesn't have to do what my mom did. Or if his mom passed away, it may be, hey, I want to love a woman who has the spirit of my mom, who reminds me of my mom, just to honor her. He may come with that. That may be a little, spooky to you. And he may not articulate that. He may not articulate it verbatim. He may say, you kind of remind me of my mom. And she passed away when I was 6 or when I was 10 or when I was 12. I remember one guy I met, he said he didn't believe in God because he lost his mom when he was young. And he was like, what kind of God would take your mom away? And then I had to try to explain to him, like, God didn't take your mom away. That's life. Like, who would you be to not lose your mom? Like, everybody had to lose somebody. We all gonna lose our mom at some day. That was her story. That was her life. Like, that was her legacy. And you have to let that make you better instead of making you bitter. Like, you gotta live in her honor. You gotta love and respect in her honor. Like, don't get angry at God for life happening. Life happens on its own. God not coming down and playing puppet master and saying, oh, gonna take your mom today. That's not how God operates. So I had to try to explain that to him and say, look, this is life. This is what happens in life. We all have a day to go. Some of us are gonna live a week. Some of us are gonna live 100 years. Some gonna live 50, some gonna live 40. Everybody has an expiration date. And you can't take that out on God. That's life happening. And life happens. And with life, there's death. So some men may have it like that, to where they harbor a pain and a resentment because their mama passed away. Then you may have the man who his mom it was a bad situation. She was dealing with drugs or she abandoned. And so he may have a resentment toward women. He may be hurt because the first woman he knew hurt him. So now every woman after that has to pay a price. So he may have a resentment for women, and he may want to just use and just do what he does with women in any way he wants to do it. Now you got to understand that. And what I mean by understand that is you got to be mindful that this is a possibility. So in your conversations, you don't have to bring this up the first day and say, hey, how was your relationship with your mom? You're just talking. Y'all might talk about sports first. Then you may talk about politics. Then you may talk about religion. Then you may get to, so, what was it like in your family, like growing up? What was family life like for you? And then he starts to tell you. Now you start to listen. Okay? Now you start to listen. Now, I remember in school learning about an Oedipus complex, which was kind of like the son wanting to marry his mama or something like that. Maybe it was from Greek mythology. And there are a lot of men who have, it's not really an Oedipus complex in that sense, but what it is, it's kind of like you have what men are dealing with, what a lot of women see going on and have to deal with. Really what it is it's a pure form of love that comes with no strings attached in a lot of cases. Now, what some men don't realize is that their mom may be damaged, and may be damaged so bad that she sees her son as a man to get over on. And she takes the opportunity to manipulate and control her son because she couldn't manipulate and control his daddy. His daddy could have been putting hands on her, could have been cheating on her, dogging her out, and made her feel powerless. So some moms take and get their power and their control and their manipulation, they take it out on their own son, on their own children, son or daughter. But that's what some men don't realize, is that the mom may be manipulating and using them, knowing that she has a special place in his heart. So his love for her is pure, but she's so damaged, she doesn't know how to accept the pure love and truly appreciate it. And she becomes greedy, and she wants to get anything she can get from him, and will use him and drain him and just suck him dry of all of his money, all of his energy, and all of his love, and render him incapable of loving another woman. And she's doing it all from her pain, from her confusion, from her brokenness, from her abandonment. And some men don't realize that. If you got a brother or a boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or a husband who needs to hear this part, you might need to tell them, hey, fast forward to minute number 15, or listen to the whole thing if you can, to hear that. Some men get used. And I done seen it. You know, I've seen it. And even with my mama, you know, she'll come to me and I do something for her, and then the next day she asks for something else. The next day she asks for something else. She need this, she need this, she need this, she need this. And I have to tell her, I'm like, look, mama, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. That bill just ain't gonna be able to be paid, because you should have done right with your money. You know, you keep your hair done and your nails done, and you sending money to Africa to the men you done met on Facebook. That's your problem. You're gonna have to deal with that. And that's how I tell my mama, you know, like that. I don't curse, I don't yell, but I'm about mine, because I'm a man. I'm a grown man. You feel me? I'm not gonna be caught up in my love for my mama. I love her. I just put in a new house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I bought her a new car 2 years ago. I want to get her another car now. You know, I got a Toyota Camry, nice car. I want to get her a Mercedes Benz. I want to do for her. I want to build her a house. I want to do for her, but everything got to come in due season. And my wife, she'll hold me accountable and say, hey, like slow it down. You know, don't do too much at once. Make sure you can manage what you already doing before you add to it. That's a good wife. I have to recognize and realize that it ain't jealousy, it ain't competition, it's common sense, it's wisdom. And so what you're gonna have to realize is that some men, it's just they're wrapped up in their mama's trance. They in her trance because she's so hurt and broken, she just using him. And she taking everything from him because she feel like everything has been taken from her. And so what you have to realize about this man, that he want to get his mama a house, he want to get his mama a car, he want to pay all his mama bills, he want to retire his mama, he want to do all of that. It's really showing you that's honestly a good thing. He just has to make sure it doesn't become a toxic thing. And some men will go without, and I've been that man, to where I'll send my account in the negative to help my sister or to help my mama. And I'm putting my family, you know, in harm's way. But my thing was, I know I could make money tomorrow. I always knew I could get up and go get it tomorrow. So, but they don't have my abilities to do what I could do. They don't have what I got. So if they broke, they gonna probably stay broke. But me, I'm gonna go get them. I'm gonna take care of mine. And I've been able to manage that. Now, that's not healthy. And I grew to a point to where I stopped doing that. Although I could go and earn money, I stopped doing that. I stopped putting myself in stress and putting myself in a bind to help family, to help other people, family or friends, who mismanage their money, who able-bodied and could work, but don't want to work or get their money and then mismanage it. And that's a part of becoming a man. That's a part of becoming a husband. That's a part of being responsible. So as a woman, you may have to express this to a man at some point, or let him hear it from another man. Deep down, he knows it, but sometimes he needs to hear it. And so what you got to realize now, his desire to bless his mama is really just, if he can keep it in healthy bounds, it's a good thing, because it shows you his heart of gratitude. It shows you that he wants to repay and replenish those who have loved him purely and unconditionally. That he wants them to have it all. So that's a good thing, because it lets you know as a woman that eventually he's going to want the same thing for you. But what you have to realize is it took 25, 30, 40 years for his mother to get to that place. So you coming in as a stranger. So you can't come in and expect in the first year that he gonna love you the way he loved his mama. On the same level, although in a different way, but on the same level. You can't really expect that. You may never be able to expect that. It's always gonna be a different type of love, because you are not his mama. And then some women say, well, oh, if a man treats his mama good, that's a good sign. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true always. So you got to understand there are exceptions to some rules. So what you have to realize in this situation is that the mama birthed him and raised him, clothed him and fed him. So he may treat her like a queen, but his uncle, his daddy, his brother, his cousin taught him how to treat other women. His mama maybe didn't talk to him about how to treat a woman, because she wasn't worried about raising a husband. She was worried about raising a man who don't get taken in the streets. And she probably was not really focused on teaching him how to love and how to be a husband, especially if she wasn't happy in her own relationship situation. So his teaching on how to treat a woman could have come from his uncle, could have come from his male cousin, his brother, or just men that he watched. If he didn't have any men in his life, just looking at the rappers, looking at the athletes, going from woman to woman. And so a man could treat his mama like a queen and then treat you like crap. And so you can't go in and say, oh man, he's so sweet to his mom, let me get on my back. Let me just drop my guard. Let me just open wide up, because he treat his mama like this, I know he gonna treat me good. Absolutely not. He might treat his mama like a queen and put hands on you, because he taking all the rest of his pain from life out on you. And then the good in him, he giving it to his mama, because she gave him the good in her. So you got to understand this. So what you have to realize here is that you can't come in with a mindset to compete with the other women in his life. What you got to be is consistent. You got to be thorough. You got to be self-respecting. You got to be strong. You got to have standards. So what I mean by that is the way you get a man respect and you put yourself on the same level or higher than the other women in his life is by being courteous and cordial, nice, sweet, and kind, but having your standards to where you're not letting him yell at you. You're not letting him lie to you. You're not letting him curse at you. You're not letting him cheat on you. You're not letting him put hands on you. You're not letting him drag you along. You're not letting him use you. You're not letting him move in and live off of you and not work. You're not letting him borrow your car. You're not giving him money for no business idea. You're making him earn every ounce of trust and respect from you. You ain't rolling out no red carpet and letting him prance in there like he a celebrity and you standing on the sideline snapping pictures like you paparazzi. That ain't how you treat him, but that's how most women treat men. Most women treat men like he a celebrity and she the fan. She paparazzi. She work for TMZ. That's how most women treat men. So guess what? The man is going to put you in the mindset, in the mind frame. He has you. He's looking at you like a do-girl. He's looking at you like a footstool. He's looking at you like a floor mat instead of like a queen. And then, because what you got to realize, his sister going to check him. If she got to cuss him out, she going to cuss him out. His mama going to check him. See, they don't fear him. And that's why he respects them. Because they going to hold him accountable. When he doing something they don't like, they going to speak their mind. And then he got to make his own judgment if where they speaking from, if they speaking from selfishness or greed or ignorance, or if they speaking from love. But they going to check him. Every woman that come into their life that show weakness, that show that she might be on something wrong, they going to let him know. Now, they also, if they've become territorial and they benefiting from him because he's a hard worker and he helps pay their bills, and they know that this don't make no sense, that he shouldn't have to be doing this, they know that, and they know they wouldn't want their man to be doing it for his mama or his sisters, they're going to get nervous. So when you come into their life, you have never done anything to them, but you about to take some of theirs, because they know that if he marries you, you come first. And then if y'all have children, your household comes first, and that he can no longer help them with the $500 a month, the $200 a month, the light bill, car note, car insurance, water bill, whatever he been helping them with, daycare. He's been his sister's child support. He's been his mama alimony, spousal support, severance pay, reparations. He's been that for them. So when you come in, you getting ready to take the hand that's feeding them. You about to be holding the hand walking down the aisle that's feeding them. So if you holding his hand, he can't give handouts no more. So they look at you like an intruder. They look at you like the enemy. And that's when they're going to start to hate. That's when they're going to start to speak against you. But guess what? As long as he loving you and he's treating you right, let him watch them. He knows. He doesn't want to believe that his sister or his the women friends that he had from high school, or that he could be helping out financially too, because he say that's his friend. He doesn't want to believe, or his mama, he doesn't want to believe that they have bad intentions. He don't want to believe that they using him. He don't want to believe that they don't want to see him happy with another woman because that's going to block their blessings. He don't want to believe that. But if you stay classy and you say, now, think about this honestly. What have I done to your sister? What have I done to your mother? What have I done to you other than love you? I don't lie to you. I don't cheat on you. I don't use you. I don't ask you for anything. So really think about this. Really think about this and what this could really be about. Is it me? Or is it because my space in your life may limit you from being able to do all that you've been doing for them? If we get married and we have children, and now we want to put our children in private school, we want to put our children in camps, we want to travel the world so that they can see other countries and other cultures. Those things may cost money. Those things will cost money. And that money may mean that you may not be able to help friends and family in the same way that you've been helping. Do you think that could be a part of it? Because I've done absolutely nothing to your mother or your sister or to the woman that's your friend, your friend over there that you went to high school with. When you say that, he may get upset. He may storm off. He may get defensive because nobody wants to find out that they're being used. And what family will do, family will use you in the name of love. Family will feel entitled to your help in the name of love. Because we are blood, you are obligated to help me. That's how family will feel. And that's not true. Everybody for themselves. Everybody got choices to make. And everybody for themselves and God for all. I tell my mama them, I tell my sister them, I say, listen, we serve the same God. If he do it for me, he could do it for you. So you're going to have to fix your heart. You're going to have to fix your lifestyle. Because God has no respect of persons. He don't love me any more than he love you. I'm aligned for my blessings. So you're going to have to adjust your heart posture. You're going to have to shift your mindset because you're nasty minded. You're nasty hearted. You feel entitled. You're jealous. You're greedy. Whatever it may be, you blocking your own blessings. So don't look at my blessings and feel like I owe you because God did this for me and he could do it for you. Get your life right and he going to pour out in your life. That's why I tell my friends and family. That's what I let them know. Listen, I'm not the one. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm carrying the message. Because I learned it and I live it. I ain't afraid to tell nobody no. You hear me? But But a lot of men, they ain't called it. They don't know this yet. They don't understand this yet. So they will enable people. They will cripple friends and family in the name of making themselves feel good. They will cripple them in the name of making themselves feel good. So instead of being supplemental help, instead of watching a person do all that they could do, okay, I'm gonna see this person do all that he or she can do. And if doing all that they could do doesn't put them in a comfortable space, then I'm gonna help. But instead, they'll let them take shortcuts and not do all they can do, and then go rescue and bail them out. And so that's what causes problems when you meet a man and he has that mentality that he is responsible for his mother, for his sister, when they are able-bodied and able to be responsible for themselves, or his women friends. Now, so when you just speak that little bit of truth that I mentioned, you speak that little bit of truth to him. And you could be single right now and meet a man and have to go through this. So you still need this insight, okay? Now, you speak that little bit of truth. The key to be heard is to be calm. Not to yell, not to curse, not to cry, but to be cool, calm, and collected, and express yourself and speak facts. And a lot of times, women, you get so in your feelings to where your voice, you start to, pant, and your voice start to shake and tremble, and you start to cry because you feel so wronged, and it's making you so angry, and you feel so helpless, and you feel like he's on their side and he doesn't hear you. So guess what? He cannot hear you because you're not cool, calm, and collected and articulating yourself. So now that you crying, now you look guilty. Now you look like you guilty instead of being cool, calm, composed, and able to express yourself on what could really be going on here. And when you say that and you get that out and he hears you, and you may have to say it every single time it comes up in the same way, cool, calm, and collected. Guess what? He may be defensive in front of you, but he's going to go to them and he's going to make your argument known to them. Now, he's making a mistake if he says it comes from you. If he's wise, he'll just pose the question or ask them that as if it's coming from him. Now, sometimes men will put their girlfriend or their wife against their mother or sister in order to see the women fighting over him. It's his insecurity and wanting to feel special. That's immaturity, that's insecurity, and ultimately he pays the greatest price for that because he may end up losing love. And he may end up losing love on both sides. So that's on him, that's a mistake. So if you see that he may be fry short of a Happy Meal, then you may have to express that to him and say, listen, now, if you ask him this, don't put this on me because we will never live that down. They will hate me even more. But if you ask them this, or if you look into it, do so from your own perspective and in your own words. Don't put it on me. And so he may have the sense. Now, here's the thing. If you see that you've met a man that uses girlfriends in his life just as a footstool, as a floor mat, and he only really cares about his mother, his sister, and the women friends that he has. Y'all gotta forgive my eye getting blurred on me. And the women friends that he has, then now you know that this man is immature. He's not for you. If you see that this man continuously puts you against them and them against you, then now you know this man is immature and he's not the man for you. Y'all gotta forgive me now. Something in my eye. Okay, man, it was a lash. These lashes over here on fleek. My wife must be giving me some hair and nail growth pills. Over here on the lashes over here flying. And so now you realize this man is immature. So never go into a space, and you're gonna know within the first 6 months if this man finna put you in competition with the other women in his life. Now, this is what you got to understand here. Mama and sister, that's blood. Let him do for them what he want to do for them. As long as it ain't hurting you, and you could tell it's not gonna hurt y'all. Like if you marry him, that he's not gonna have you eating ramen noodles and have his mom and sister eating steak and shrimp. Let him do for them what he want to do for them. If he can afford it, let him do that. And you ain't gonna have no problems. Don't out of jealousy say, oh, you can't buy your sister a house, buy your mama a house, get them a car. If he making money and he can afford it, let him do that, because that's on him. Now, if he got you eating ramen noodles and skipping meals to help them, that's a different story. So never come into a situation trying to compete with a man's mother or sister, because you already hold a different place in his heart. You already represent something totally different. So don't do that. Now, the women friends, that right there, that's where you get to put your foot down. He got all these friends from high school, from college. Okay, no papi, we're gonna have to end this here. All right, all this here, because these friends, this ain't no blood. Your sister ain't gonna sleep with you. Your mama ain't gonna sleep with you. But all these women over here, every last one of them will get on their back. And some of them you probably already had on their back and don't want to tell me. Some of them y'all probably already done kissed and had you a little fling. That's one thing that I can't do. No women friends. If you the woman, you coming in and he cannot move them from daily conversations to birthdays and holidays, keep going about your business. Because what that means is he loved one of them friends and he waiting on his opportunity to sleep with her or to be with her. And he has a soul tie with her. One of them women friends could be an ex-girlfriend from middle school or high school that he has love for, and he'll never tell you. He'll never tell you because he know you're going to be territorial. He know you're going to be confrontational. He know you're going to be jealous about it. So he may never tell you. But you got to know for you, and you got to trust your intuition. Now, if you not on any type of substances that alter the state of your mind, then your intuition, it will never lie to you. Your intuition will let you know what's up with him and these so-called friends. He may, I don't really see it, I've never really seen it, he may be capable of having a woman friend. Now see, this how you're going to be able to check that woman to know if she really a friend. Because if a woman is a man's friend, she's going to assume her proper position when he gets in a relationship. She's not going to be calling him after 9 o'clock or before 9 a.m. She's not going to be, texting him all the time, calling him every day, trying to hold him on the phone 30 minutes, 45 minutes. She's going to pull back. She may reach out to him once a week. But to be honest with you, she's not even going to be doing that because she's worrying about her man and trying to get her a relationship. Now, when she want to be calling him every day, she want to be talking to him all the time, she want to be calling him after hours, phone calls at dark, she's not a friend. She trying to keep her position because she love this man. And she hoping that one day he will see her value and he will see her as the woman who's been by his side, supporting him through thick and thin. And that all these girlfriends that he done introduced to her and he done brought in the picture, none of them love him as much as she love him. She trying to keep her position. She not no friend. You will be able to tell that with your intuition. He already knows that. But this is the thing. Men, if this ground level, men right here. Most men live right here in their insecurity, beneath the ground. it's hard for a man to get ground level, and it's extremely hard for a man confidence to get up here. So most men, they need a female friend. They need a fan. They need this woman to be their friend, to be their fan, because she treating him like a fangirl. And she'll say little stuff every now and then. She'll say, "You so amazing. You so amazing. Your girlfriends, these women you date, they don't even deserve you. You are so amazing. I wish my naughty head boyfriend would do half for me what you doing for Jessica." And they'll say stuff like that every now and then. And he like that. He need that. He want that affirmation. And it feels different coming from over here than coming from you. You could say the same thing. You could say, "You know what? You are so amazing. You are so amazing. The way you treat me, the way you love me, you are so amazing." You could say the same thing. But he won't hear it the same as he hears it from her, because he gonna expect it from you because he's sleeping with you, or he living with you, or he dating you. So he gonna say to himself, "Oh, you just saying that just so you could keep getting more. You just saying that." But she's saying this over here out of pureness of her heart because she don't get anything from me. So he gonna hear it different from her. But that's why she's saying that though, because she kind of shooting her shot. And he know it now. He knows that she got a thing for him. He knows that if he really want to shoot that shot, he probably could shoot that shot and get her. Or it's the other way around. Or it's the point where she is the bomb. She the bombshell. She the boss woman. She is Miss It, and he is look ugly to her. Now he look good to you, cause you might see beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So he might look decent to you. He might be handsome to you, but to her he look ugly because she got multi-millionaire. She done had the athletes. She done had the rappers. She had the star quarterback in high school. She had the star player in college. Then she got the money men. She been getting dogged out. She been getting mistreated. Or she might got the politician. She might got the businessman who make, many hundreds of thousands or millions. And he is her friend. She got to keep him a secret. His name is Betty in her phone or Pizza Hut. And her man is cheating on her. So her man not checking her phone because he's doing his thing. He a big baller, player from the Himalaya. And she keeping your man as her friend because that's her pure and genuine love. Because your man like her, your man sniffing her booty like a dog in heat. You know when you see the dog and he run up to the other dog and them dogs always sniffing each other booty. That's what your man doing to her. So anything she need, he sending her little gifts, and she's saying it come from her friend Jessica. He sent her gifts on her birthday. So sometimes you got to pay attention now, because it might not be the friend trying to be in your man life. It could be your man trying to be in her life, because he hoping that Odell Beckham Jr., Ocha Cinco, Idris Elba, whoever she dealing with, he hoping that the man cheat on her and hurt her so bad that she's so vulnerable that she say she going to her mama house to get her a break, and she go to a hotel and he could go over there and sit with her and talk with her, rub her back, massage her. Let me give you a massage. They've been knowing each other 10, 15 years, and she vulnerable. Next thing you know, they look in the eyes. Next thing you know, they kissing. Next thing you know, he ended up getting what he came for. You hear me? So when it comes to the women friends, got to go. When it comes to the women friends, got to go. I don't have any women friends. I have women clients. Okay, clients. If you're a woman and you talking to me and you not my blood, at some point or another, you done ran me a check or you got to run me a check, because it's a business transaction. This a business relationship. You may have my text message, but it's a business relationship. I don't have women friends. That's a danger zone. And your man should not have women friends. My wife don't have male friends. Some of y'all women want to have a male friend. Guess what? You never gonna have a real man. You're gonna have a man that's cheating on you. Your man need to be your friend. Every other man, it need to be about business. Because guess what? It's human nature. It's human nature. I don't care how mature you think you is. And you could be mature as you want to be, but you still got feelings. You'll never know when your heart going to be vulnerable enough for this person to shoot their shot and you fall for it. I done seen it. I done heard it. I done it. I don't care about what you talking about. Oh, well, that's my friend, and he never tried me, and we never done anything. Okay. Never say never. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen next week. Oh, he will never do that. Hush. You don't know what you talking about. I'm a man. I'm here to tell you. It ain't no such thing, anyways, as a man being a woman friend. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. A lot of y'all think that. But see, that's because y'all don't know. Oh, I've been his friend for 10 years. Okay. 15 years might be when he shoot his shot. Because he got other women. He's sleeping with other women. So he can take his time with you. You like wine. The longer he let you wait, the better you going to taste. You like wine. Some men could wait 20, 25 years before they put it on a woman. And what you didn't realize is you thought because y'all been friends for 10 years, 15 years, that it's pure. And what you don't realize is that he just been breaking you down every year. He know you getting a little bit more softer spot for him. And eventually, it might be when he's 69. It might be when he 69 and he know he got about one more year that thing really able to even work. And he said, okay, it's time to shoot the shot. I done been a friend for 30 years now. 50 years. It's time. I got to get it. And then he come right on over there. Hey, what's up? And now it done been so long, you like, what the heck? I'm single. All my men I done been with and cheated on me. He's been the man of my dreams, been right under my nose all my life. I might as well. Boom. Trust me when I tell you, okay? Trust me when I tell you. You could argue with me now. You're gonna be apologizing to me later. Tony, you was right. I thought it was never a possibility because we had been friends for 20 years. Tony, you was right. Year 25, year 30, he came on to me. He forcefully kissed me. Tried to take my clothes off. What I told you. There's no such thing as a man being a woman friend if that man is a heterosexual man. It ain't no such thing. At some point, he gonna be inappropriate. He gonna get out of line. And if he don't want to lay down with you, he might want you to sing on a microphone. And if he don't want you to sing on the microphone, he might want to eat some peach cobbler. He gonna get out of line. Trust when I tell you. So guess what? When you get with a man, all these women friends, if he don't move them to a back seat, you got to let him know, hey, listen, I'm not really going to be able to do this because I'm a woman and I know women. I know you call that pure. I know you call that genuine, but And if he say, no, I can't do that. I got to talk to her every day. That's my friend. We done been there. I got to talk to her every day or at least every other day. We talk all the time. That's my best friend. Okay, hey, nice meeting you. Nice meeting y'all. Have a nice life. Go on about your business. Go on about your business. He love her. He want to be with her. Because let me tell you this right here. When it come down to a man and his wife, it ain't no. I could not care less about a woman friend. I could not care less about a friend, a male or a female friend. You hear me? I don't even talk to males like that. Only because I got my friend. My wife is my best friend. That's what matters to me because that's who I'm building a legacy with. That's who I'm building financial freedom with. That's who I'm raising my kids with. That's who I'm going to travel the world with. That's who I'm growing old with. I ain't worried about no friend. I got a friend in Jesus. So when you meet a man and he act like him and his friend is Siamese twins and he can't let her go on. Yo, business. You hear me? Don't play with it. Do not play with it. Get gone. I'm telling you now, you're going to have a headache. Listen to me. And it's going to be a stomach ache. It's going to be a back ache. It's going to be every kind of ache in the world. If you meet a man and he got a women friends and he don't get distance from them to where them friends that need to be happy birthday, Happy Easter, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. That's what she need to be at. Or emergency. Hey, can you call the police for my boyfriend punched me in the eye? That's when she need to be calling him. Other than that, So listen to me. It's certain battles that you could fight and some you got to walk away from. With the mama and with the sister, you're going to have to just be you. You're going to have to love him. You're going to have to be confident. You're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to be secure. You can speak your mind. If you feel like they taking advantage, you can speak your mind. Now, he going to get defensive. He going to get upset, but guess what? Ain't nobody got a man ear. Ain't nobody got a man ear the way my wife told me all this moisturizer, this 7-step face routine she got. She told me it's going to soak in. I'm still over here looking like a pot of Crisco. And so, listen to me. The man eventually is going to realize that what you said is true. He gonna see it. He gonna see it. And I gotta ask myself as a man, why I want to do so much for my sister, for my mama? Why I want to get them a nice car, a nice house? Why do I want to do that? And it's just because out of pure love. It's like if I'm doing better than them and we come from the same blood, same blood course through our veins, I don't want to see them struggle. I want to see them do good. But at the same time, as a man, I want to see them do for themselves. I want to see them be humble enough to work and to work hard and to manage their money. And if they work hard and they manage their money, and I happen to get in a different industry because I have a different mindset and I have a different skill set. So in my industry, literally, in what I do, I could earn millions of dollars a month in what I do. If I get to a certain point in my life to where, I have a large following like a Oprah, and I have a course that costs $1,000. If 1,000 people buy that $1,000 course in a month, that could earn $1 million. My sister and mama, they own a group home. That one group home is never going to make them X amount of dollars. It's only could make them so much money. So if it got 3 bedrooms, that's 3 people that could live in the group home. And then they maybe could add transportation, but that's going to cap out. They could add the home health nurses that's going to the people's houses, but that has a cap. The more, so it's a difference there. So sometimes your man may be in a position that his mama can never be in, or his sister can never be in, and he wants to bless them because his mama raised him, his sister supported him, so he want to be a blessing to them. I could relate to that. I'm a man. But as a man, he has to have boundaries. So for example, I'm helping my mama right now. So this month, we probably done spent $12,000, $13,000 on my mama. Helping her get into a new house, get the furniture, do all of that. My sister got a job. She make full-time money. She owned the company. I took and put my sister in position with one of my partners who has group homes and ask him, hey, look, I'll help you in your situation, your career, help you with your book, show you how to do a book, show you what it's like to set up a tour, to do a tour as a speaker. I'll help you if you help my sister. Him and his wife helped my sister get in position. So I put her in position to feed herself. That's what a man has to have wisdom to do too. So now my sister, boom, she a year in and could be making $10,000, $12,000 a month when coming from making a few hundred a week. So I call that play to put her in position, put a few dollars up to help her get the group home situated. Probably later this year may buy a van for transportation, but I'm teaching her how to fish instead of just fishing and feeding her. So she come to me. She just got into a new house. I know she got the money. So I let her put down the money to get into the house. I didn't give her the money because I say, you got it. I put you in position. You done did the work. You got the money. You do it. And then she say, well, I can't afford all the furniture. Okay. You got the necessities. Y'all got a bed to sleep in. You got TVs on the wall. Get your furniture over time each month. So that's what I told her. I'm not going to go and you see I'm helping our mama. I'm not finna take more money from my family when I'm already taking a whole bunch of money to help my mama get in position. But then once she get in position, okay, she gonna be cool. So as a man, I had to take and tell my sister, listen, no, I don't have the money to get you pictures for your wall. No, that's not a necessity. You make the money to pay all your bills. I'm gonna be a blessing to you. Once a month, I give my sister some money, my mama some money, my daddy some money. The reason why is because I know that they may never make the money that I make. And they may never be in that position. But I'm not going beyond that to stress myself out. I'm starting my dad a business right now. So we building his business. I'm going to get him in the office. I already paid for his trainings. So he training, he's certified, he ready to go. And so in his financial company, doing credit repair and helping people budget, being a budget coach. He already a life coach. He on my mentor. I created my mentor.life. That's helping feed my daddy. It's making him the extra money every month that he needs in his retirement. He get a retirement check. So this what a man has to do as a husband for his family to take care of his main family. But being a son and a brother, he gonna want to help his family. So don't try to compete with his family, but you need to make sure that the man that you trusting, the man that you gonna marry, got the sense to know how to teach his family how to fish instead of just feeding them all the time. Teach them how to fish. Make sure they going to the lake to fish. Make sure they actually going and not just sleeping all day. And then a man got to get to a place. He need to be able to get to the place to where he's okay saying no. To where he's okay saying, hey, I can't do that. That don't make sense. I got a family to take care of. I got a legacy to build. So no, it's not to where I could take care of my family, then all my excess I give to y'all. No, I got to put up an inheritance for my children, for my grandchildren, for my lineage. And you need to learn how to do the same for yours, because I didn't bring you into the world. I had to let my mom and daddy know. I didn't bring y'all into the world. Y'all brought me into the world. So I want to be a blessing, but I can't be solely responsible. And my dad ain't never asked me for nothing. So I don't have to tell him that. He never asked me for anything. My sister, I let her know, I didn't bring you in the world. You got a daddy. He's still living. He brought you in the world. You his responsibility. I got kids I brought into the world. So I let her know I help you as I can. But I can't be your sole bailout. Don't just look to me. And so I had to create these boundaries for my own mental health and sanity, and then for my family's sake. Make sure my family taken care of. And I help. And I've given tens of thousands of dollars to my family. Tens of thousands. We probably approaching 100K. Might be there, I don't know. But I've given tens of thousands. Probably at least going close to 50, if not. But I try to do supplemental. And just give you a little cushion to live a little more comfortable. But I can't carry you. Because you got legs and they work. So I can't carry you. Because I'm climbing the mountain. And I got my family on my back, who I'm responsible to, the woman I'm responsible to until death do us part, and the kids that I'm responsible to my whole life. So they on my back. So listen, I could throw you a rope over there that you could latch on, and I could show you how to climb, but you're going to have to climb. So make sure that when you go into this situation with this man, that he understand what it means to be a man, what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a provider, and that the women in his life, that they know their role and their place, and he knows their role and their place, so that you don't have to live a life of stress and turmoil and competition with other women. Hey, this Tony Gaskins. Now I know I done come this far. I got to hurry up and get off here for an hour. Somebody gonna say, well, Tony, what about if his baby mama? You let me talk a whole hour, then you gonna hit me with that question? I'll try to find a video for it, but I think a lot of this gonna apply the same way. Hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.